Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV, and we're here for qualifying. We're here for qualifying for the Brazilian Grand Prix for the sprint race for the sprint race tomorrow. For this Brazilian Grand Prix, don't forget. And yeah, we have got what we have got. Who we got on? Got a fight between the two Mercedes of. We got a fight between Hamilton and Verstappen as usual. Hamilton, has to take a 5-place grid penalty. If I've got time at the end, taught MUFC, then maybe. Do you know what? I'll get you on the sprint race tomorrow because I just want to do it myself today. Because I am knackered from yesterday. So, and I've been doing streams all day today. So, I'll get you on the watch along for the sprint race tomorrow. But yeah, as I'm saying, it's a battle between Max and Lewis. Please do smash the like and subscribe button, by the way, with this battle. And Hamilton has to take a 5-place grid penalty because of an engine penalty, using his 5th internal combustion engine. Should be a place he could overtake, but I have seen them struggle in the past. But should be able to regain those positions. So hopefully he can squeeze it on pole, if not second, to limit the damage, and then try and come back up through the grid to get up to second place. We'll have to wait and see. I'm just going to refresh live timing. Ditch that. Right, let's ditch that. Let's go back. Go not live timing. Pow, bang. That's what I wanted. Right. I mean, hopefully he gets pole, so he starts 6th. Hopefully, but you never know, man. You can never tell. There's been some frantic work on Sergio Perez's car. What needs to happen is Bottas needs to be second. What needs to happen is Bottas needs to be second place, right? First, so it doesn't even matter, first or second. He has to be first or second. It's as simple as that, so that he can then take the lead and win the sprint race. If he can win the sprint race, then he can get up. And also, if he can win the sprint race, then if he can win the sprint race, it then open up the door for the whole race entirely, especially if Lewis makes the places up. And it would be helpful as well. So, because then he could lead into turn 1 for the actual race itself. Is it match the championship to lose? For me, I don't think so. No, it's not. It's 18 points the difference. There's 4 races to go. There's 100 points available. Right? All it takes is one retirement via Honda engine, right? Which in Formula 1 we have seen in the hybrid era quite regularly. So, like, don't rule a Honda engine blowout. Like, don't rule it out. Like, I'm just watching this intro, and like the sensationalization of this guy, man. Trying to the sensationalization of this, like, of Max Verstappen is unreal. I'm trying to make it look like Max Verstappen is like the greatest thing coming since sliced bread. Like, it's like they've already planned that he's going to end up winning so many championships in the future. Like, you never know, right? That's what they said about Alonso when he came up and took this is what they did about Alonso when he won his championship in 2005. Like, they all thought he was going to be the next big thing, smashing it left, right, and centre. He won 2 championships, and that was it. Never heard of him again. So, like they need to like tone it down. Like, it's because Hamilton's been winning for so long. Like, they're just like grappling at the fact that there's someone different challenging him. Like, so if Max DNFs and Lewis wins, he would he be ahead? Well, yeah, he would, because he's only 19 points behind, right? And it's 25 points for a win, 26 points if you get the win in the fastest lap. So yeah, he would be in the lead. So there you go. This is what people don't understand. And even though I'm a Vettel fan, I hope Hamilton wins. Like, that's the thing. The thing is, Hamilton and Vettel have had that rivalry, but they've had respect for each other and what they've achieved. So there you go. It's just, unfortunately, Max Verstappen don't seem to share that around as much as Hamilton does. So, and that's where it sort of falls on its head, really. But there you go. Anyway, like, we're coming up to qualifying now. So get ready, get yourselves locked in, right? Because qualifying is coming up right now. Right now. I'm gonna give you the timer. Right. Right, there we go. So I'm just going to quickly show that so I can show it. There you go. So we've got that coming up as well, and I will keep you up to date with this things looking at. I like Max and respect Max, but I think he needs to grow up. Yeah, do you know what? I've said that a lot, mate. I said that a lot, but you better not say that. You get absolutely crucified. Like, I've said that a lot about him. There's a lot of him. He needs to grow up still. Like, not even I've seen shit, and I did even see Hamilton at the way he does back in 2007 or 8 when he was 22, 23 years old. Like, you know, right? Qualifying tire compound. So sprint race qualifying, only the red soft tire can be used. Right. So okay. Ben, cool, mate. This, I don't know why you want about that. This Ben AFC character on TikTok, he knows fuck all about F1. He's a complete dick. He has got no idea what F1's about. He's got no idea what he's talking about. Right, clearly, right, the way he talks about how he talks out of his own arse, mate. Right, his opinions, I mean, absolutely little, jack crap. Right, so he can bang on as much as he wants on his pathetic TikTok account, right, which he doesn't probably earn any money off. So he just talks crap for nothing, right? Like, which makes him look like even more of an idiot, right? You can't be just washed if you've won 4 freaking world titles. If you think it's that bloody easy, if you say that about Hamilton as well with 7 world titles, right? You jump in the car yourself, you thick twit, right? And you do it yourself, right? But nah, you ain't got the bollocks. Like, so honestly, like, go boil your head in an oven. Like, guy's a knob. I don't care. Like, I don't care if he's watching this. I couldn't give a stuff. Like, so what? Guy's an absolute waster. Like, sits there and but the shit he comes out with about Hamilton, and he says he knows everything about. He knows what about F1. He knows absolutely jack shit, mate. Like, mate, what he knows about F1 is not worth knowing. If you want to know about F1, come to channels like myself, because I can give you a lowdown of friggin' F1. I can go through every single world champion from the start. Like, bet he can. Like, he just talks about it just to try and upgrade his own following. Brazil is my favorite track. Brazil is my favorite. For me, it's one of my favorites. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I would say Silverstone I like a lot. Monza's one of my favorites. I love Monza because you can low downforce, top speeds. The top speeds are insane. Like, I do prefer now Emilia Romagna gone. Now Imola's back on the circuit. I prefer that over Brazil. I love Imola. Imola is such a you just throw the car into these corners, into the corners of the chicanes, and it's so beautiful. Of Tamburello, and that is beautiful. Such an iconic track. But yeah, the two Ferraris first out onto the grid, onto the track. Sorry, I've got to update this one. I forgot to do this one. Well, it's not showing the timer on the screen. It's not showing the timer on the screen. Like, what's the time left on the screen? Where would you rank Senna in the greatest of all time conversation? He's one of the top three, mate. Oh, I'm about 1 second ahead. 2 seconds ahead. That's all right. I need to get F1 TV, guys. Just get F1 TV, mate. See, F1 TV is easier. 16 minutes to go now as Hamilton, as Leclerc sets the fastest first sector of the session. Obviously, be the first driver out, so I'm not surprised. But then Sainz went fast until I think it's the AlphaTauri has gone even faster. But we'll see how it goes in a minute. So let's keep an eye on this weather. It looks very dark for Brazil. Looks very dark. Like, last time I saw it dark at that turn, like, it was the last lap of the 2008 Grand Prix, where Hamilton won it on the last turn. Can I get it on my plate? No, you can't. No, you can't. It's on mobile or tablet or on your laptop. It's not on PlayStation. Like, that's only certain apps you can do. So, like, as Max Verstappen has now come out onto the circuit for his So Pierre Gasly is now fastest at the minute with a 1:10.0, 4 tenths behind his Sainz, and again, and like he's ahead of both Ferraris clearly. That is such an impressive lap by Pierre Gasly. Quality lap. Like Perez is coming up the straight, coming up to the line now to start his flying lap. Let's see what he does. Car sparking away like mad. As he starts, it's Verstappen, so he starts his fastest lap, sorry. Coming to the center S of turn 1, 2, and 3. Back on the power as it going to the red to Aposta straight, and then coming up to turn 4. And he's 2 tenths up already, and he's back down on the power, coming up to turn 6. Turn 7 comes straight at you, and then turn 8 hairpin down, and then another hairpin turn 9. Where do you? I watch it on Sky on the PlayStation. I watch it on PlayStation on my Sky. On Sky Go, and then back down the to complete the second sector. He's gone another 2 tenths quicker in the second sector. Back up the hill for the last sector. It's literally flat all the way to the line now. So you might make sure at that last turn to get a good exit. And then it's a 1:09.3 for Verstappen. So similar place to what they were doing in practice. 1:03 or 1:05. Are they still conserving a bit of energy or a bit of power compared to other teams? Or compared to the Mercedes still? We'll wait to see. See how much sparking that car's doing. You wonder if it's legal. Jeez. Right, here comes Hamilton, who's preparing the tyres for his lap. And then he will come round and there you go, straight on the power. And straight on the power, he will go down into turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Here we go, coming down to the Retro Posta, straight, coming to complete the first sector. Lewis Hamilton, it's 0.03 hundredths quicker, and he's going into the second part sector now. Turn 4, turn 5, coming up to turn 6, turn 7, then up to turn 8, a hairpin down, 61 an hour, then into turn 9, 70 miles, 80 miles an hour, and then up to turn 10 and 11. Right, 12, 13, then turn 14, pretty much last turn of the lap. The rest of it's flat. You've got to get a good exit here. Good exit by Hamilton. He's going to power up to the line. This is going to be so much quicker. This could get into the 108s here. Come on. Get a 108s, you mother. Oh, so 108.8. Oh, how? Good morning. Good evening, people. Like, that was an epic lap of 108. A 108, and 5 tenths off is Max Verstappen. And Max Verstappen's got nothing to answer for. Now, if that's going to be like that to the rest of the season, this title race ain't over. Just saying. Just saying. Nikita Mazepin deciding he wants to go dancing. Why are you trying to get on the power with that much steering angle, you mug? What do you think he's going to do? What do you think the car's going to do? It's not like you're in a Merc, mate. Honestly, Nikita Mazepin is such a liability. He's got all that lock on in a Haas, and he thinks he's just going to power his way out of it. No way. Not in a Haas, mate. Not even in a Merc you would have been able to get away with that. Jesus. My mum's watching, and I can't be bothered with streams. Well, I'll try and give you the best commentary as I can as Ocon comes up to the last corner. It looks very dark there at Interlagos right now. Ocon trying to get a bit of the slipstream from the Red Bull. They helped him a little bit, gets him up to 10th, an improved personal best in the third sector. Gasly gets back on the power, comes up. Coming down, minimize the line, and it's a 109.3 for Gasly. Like 200s off Max Verstappen. Like that. I'm telling you, he's got to turn a pace, and he's. Fernando Alonso goes at 109.5. I think the track is developing a little bit. Sainz went on 109 dead. Yeah, the track's getting a little bit more rubbered in. They did say it rained. It was a wet circuit earlier. So if that's the case, then lap time deleted by Charles Leclerc for exceeding track limits at turn 4. Yeah, but if the track's been raining for it was raining before free practice 1, and if that's the case, then the track will gradually get faster over time. The more it's run in, so the more rubber gets laid down on the circuit, the more grip it gets. So at the minute, it's still Hamilton on a 108.8. So we'll see how this plans out, because we'd love to see if it means that. Again, like I'm looking at that last turn, and every time I see that last turn, it looks seriously dark. So this is why Charles Leclerc goes just a little wide. Just a little too wide there. Just went. Now, when I mean by track limits, basically, there's a white line on the edge of the circuit. You could put 2 wheels off the white line onto the curb. If you put all 4 wheels beyond the red line, so all of them have to be completely beyond the red line, then it is deemed as track limits. And Hamilton, not so quick in the second sector, but purple in the first. Hamilton's on fire this evening, and he's had to take an engine penalty. But hey, there you go. And Hamilton's gone quicker still with a 1.807, with a 1.087. Like Hamilton is on his own little level at the minute. He's on his own little platform, like of pace, and everyone else is like eating his dust. Like I'm loving that. I'll have some of that. I'll take some of that. So if Hamilton finishes pole, will he be? Well, that's what a 5-place grid penalty is. So you will be. That's kind of what happens when you get a 5-place grid penalty. So yeah, he will start. Oh, excuse me. excuse me, he will start sixth, but he will get chances to overtake and make close places up. And if that's out and out pace by the Mercedes, right, then I expect him still to go win the main race. So I didn't mean that. You ain't stupid. Like, what are you on about? Like, I mean, you're only out for a start, so you can't be that stupid. So Norris coming into turn 4. What do people make of Norris's season this season? Like, leave in the comments below. Don't forget, get your super chats in, get your comments in, make sure you also get your questions in as well. Make sure to join the membership from as little as $1.99 a month. Like, we have great perks to go with it, like priority comments. I will be getting on to do my watch along highlights videos from after the international break. So after the national break, I will be doing those videos again, and you get early access to those videos as part of the membership. There will be other little gizmos and gadgets I've got to sort out as well. They will be sorted out very soon with the charity. Members only live streams will start once we have enough level 2 or higher members. So to be part of a members only live stream and be on one of those streams, you'd have to get kind of like the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. You have to be level 2 or higher to get on those shows. Yeah, so to do that, please do. And it's all the memberships, all the money that's raised from there, as well as everything that's raised from here on SFeatleyTV on YouTube, it all goes to Children's Liver Disease Foundation. So please do so. So you are donating to charity whilst getting these exclusive perks from the charities from the channel. So please do so. It really is important that you do so. So 1:40, 1:38 seconds, 1 minute 35 seconds remaining. Leclerc climbing up the hill. This should get him into Q2 easily. Yep, it gets him third on the grid. The Ferrari's looking at a good turn of pace in a minute. They've got a good turn of pace. Good, but I think Sochi affected him. Yeah, look, it's a learning curve, right? I get his point for that whole thing, but I think it's a learning curve. It's like you have to just like listen to. I think he just ignored the advice that was given. I think sometimes you just need to be a bit wiser to just instead of blindly believing in one thing and take some advice when it comes into those situations. It's a learning curve, and he'll learn from it, and he'll get better from it. Because he's done brilliantly so far, so I ain't got no problems with him. But Nice still hasn't really dropped off since. He hasn't really dropped off since. So George Russell gets himself 14th. But Vettel's on a better lap. It pushes. Not that now Vettel gets himself into 9th. So now the time's up. The time's up right now. It's Stroll in, squeezes in. Giovinazzi goes 8th. 6th fastest. Raikkonen squeezes himself out. It leaves Stroll on the bubble. Ocon's out. So it looks like Ocon is out. Oh, Ocon's now got himself out of there. So it's now Stroll out. So he's not happy with that, Lance Stroll. Quickly get your comments in, get your questions in on that one. Just gonna quickly update. That's the result from qualifying one. The drivers that have been knocked out. Ocon out. Connor will be happy. Do you think Pierre Gasly should go back to Red Bull if they offer him the seat after next season? Yeah, I don't think they will offer him the seat, to be honest. But if he performs well enough, then they should offer him back. But it's down to what Cristiano wants to do. Once he usually gives someone a chance, he doesn't usually give it back to them. So I'll be amazed if he does get it back. But like McLaren could be an option if he doesn't get it, and he might if he has to go somewhere else. Maybe. Don't know. To be honest, that like someone like Petronas, I'll put that someone like Petronas on my car. It's pretty good. It's like proper quality stuff. Like Ocon, yeah, Ocon. So I read that one. I can't watch. Do you mind telling me where Vettel is? Vettel finished. I'll actually give you the timing screens now. Actually, so give you the timing screens now. So drivers out: Mazepin, Schumacher, Russell, Latifi, Stroll, Kimi Raikkonen 15th, Vettel 14th, Ocon 13th, 12th Alonso, the two McLaren's 11th, 10th, that's the two Alpha Tauris 9th and 8th, Giovinazzi 7th, Max Verstappen 6th, Perez 5th, Leclerc 4th, Sainz 3rd, and then the two Mercedes drivers, sorry. So there you go. Sorry. There you go. Gonna now cut that out. I'm gonna put I don't know what to do. They must be cheating. I'm gonna find out what they're doing to cheating. They can't be faster than us. Right. I'm sorry. That's like I'd love to see him in a Merc once Lance Hamilton retires. Who's this? Who's this? Gasly. Yeah, Gasly in the Merc. Nah, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Like, this is the point. I don't see him getting. It'd be a miracle if he got back in a big team. Like, look how long it took Perez to get back into a big team after he went to McLaren. It took him ages. Like, and when you get into a big team like Red Bull, you got to take the opportunity, and he didn't. This is what I'm saying. Right. There's the timer ready for the 15-minute. Oh shit, it's already done. Right, just gonna start it from here. It's 14 minutes. Sorry, mate. 10, 9, 8, 7, 3. Right, there we go. Let's go. There's the timer. There we go. Apparently, there was a leak that Joe got the Alfa Romeo. It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed yet, but he's one of the favourites. Let's put it that way. He's one of the favourites to get the seat. He's not the guaranteed nailed on favourite to get it. He's just one of the favourites. So, you got to bear that in mind. Everyone's trying to come up with leaks for the stories, but don't ever believe it. It's kind of like what you get with football paper talk. So, don't know why everyone's waiting. Why is everyone bloody taking their time? Let's get on with it. Hang on. Hang on. Does it rain? You didn't say it's a rain shower, did they? Surely not. Surely not. Who is one driver you don't like? For me, the only driver I don't like is Mazepin. I'm talking current grid. Well, Max. That's one. And that's not because of his battle with Verstappen, like with Hamilton. It's just in general as a person. Like, he's got a lot of that's one. I ain't got so much a problem with Sonoda as some other people. Who else I don't like? I don't think there's anyone else really. Like, I don't think there's anyone else. Like, anyone else is like, it's not really. I don't like them. I just don't think they're any good. Which is like maybe Ocon, maybe. Do you know what? I didn't used to like Alonso after what he did to Hamilton in 2007, but I sort of got over it now. Like, but yeah. Giovinazzi, I don't like. It's not. I don't like him. I don't think he's good enough. Same with Ocon, and same with Sonoda. Same with Latifi. Same with Stroll, maybe as well. Like, it's not. I don't like them. I just don't think they're good enough. That's my personal opinion. But there you go. Like, we've got 10 minutes left in the session. Like, Hamilton back to go on another flying lap. Like, go on, Lewis. Like, show them why you are the 7-time world champion. Why you are the 101 pole position man. It's so fast for those first 3 corners. Down to Retroposta. Down to turn 4, 17.6 for Hamilton. Cars are alive coming down there now. Like, Bottas too is personal best, not fastest. Not fastest. Big up Jordan. A Max fan at school said the championship is over. I said there's still 4 races left. And I said, mate, don't listen, like, mate, I'm not bothered about really what they think, right? You're talking about kids at school that have never watched like Formula One fights, like a proper title battle. I've watched countless and countless of title battles, right? I've watched Schumacher be that close of getting his 8th world title. They said during the Japanese Grand Prix that he looked like to have it in the bag because Hamilton had his time deleted. But like, anyway, so like I said, is that even with during that Japanese Grand Prix in 2006, they were saying when he was leading the Grand Prix that it was pretty much, it was pretty much good and done. Right? And I tell you what, now, what happened? His engine blew and he lost the championship. So there we are. All it takes is Hamilton to get a couple of wins, right? Then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's in the balance, right? These people, like, like, mate, you talk about people that have not really seen a title fight properly, like, because what you've seen, I think Adam, you're 14, aren't you? So you've seen. So yeah, sorry. You've seen 13. You're right. You're 14 next year. Yeah. So right. By the time you've actually started recognizing what Formula One's about, the only thing you've seen is Hamilton win titles. So they don't know what a proper championship fight is like. Like, they don't know what a proper championship fight that goes to the very last race. They don't see that sort of battle or what that sort of battle is like, right? Simple as that. So like I have paid no attention to those people. Really. They can have their opinion about it, but in the end they don't really know what a title fight like this is about. And Hamilton's just gone fastest in the second sector, minus 6/10. And Hamilton goes fastest when at 108.3. Yeah, the title's really wrapped up, man. Like, if Hamilton's performing like this and he's going to perform like this to the end of the season, like, you really going to sit there and say to me the title race is over? Come on. You're having a laugh. Sorry, I've got to take this banner down, aren't I? Oh, you sweet. To be honest, I've just seen Hamilton dominate. This is the first title battle I've seen. There you go then. So don't start chatting crap. So those people at school, they can chat as much as want to saying the title race is over, but they've never seen a title battle. So there you go. Right? And I know Hamilton, right? Hamilton won a title in the very last corner of the season. Right? So I won't believe it's over until it's mathematically impossible. Simple. Right? Because with 2 laps to go in that race in 2008, he'd been overtaken and lost the title. Yeah? Right? And they all said it's Hamilton and Massa's won it. And in the last corner on the last lap, Hamilton gets a position back to win the title. So anything can happen. Right? And do you know what they only? Do you know what they only get to know in? They only get to know F1 because because the first drive to survive. Yeah, yeah. Of course, that's the be all and end all of F1, isn't it? That gives you like a snippet of what goes on. That's not completely what goes on in Formula One. That's just a snippet of what goes on. Just a little bit. There's a lot more than that. There's a lot more than that. Right? That's just a little snippet of what goes on. So Hamilton on a 183, he's not going to come back out again, surely. There's no point. What's the point? The only reason I'd say come out is to do a cycle lap. I got into F1. I not because of Drive to Survive, but because I like the sport. Yeah, because it's a drama. They dramatize the thing, like with what goes on in the background, and sometimes they believe that to be the be all and end all of what goes on. It's not. It's like I said, it's a very small snippet of what goes on, just a little small insight. So, like, and it's only, and do you know, people think that's really what goes on. Yeah, that's only what the teams allowed them to film. Teams still have a right to say you can't film that. We don't want you filming that, right? So they only get to film what like the teams will allow them to film. So there's a lot more that hasn't been filmed that goes on. and the teams won't tell you what goes on until the end of the season, until like the season's done. I really wanted to get. When I first got into F1 at 9 years old, Daniel Ricciardo was my favourite driver. So there you go, Daniel Ricciardo. Right, I got involved into F1 in Schumacher's day. Right, that was the first driver I followed, Michael Schumacher. That's how long ago it was, back in 2000. 1999, something like that. Because red was my favourite car, so I followed the red car. And he had the red helmet, so naturally it'd be him. And anyway, so going through their final laps now. We've got 20 seconds left of the session. They're going through their last laps now. Alonso doesn't improve. Norris is at risk of getting knocked out here. Tsunoda's going quicker. And he doesn't improve. Yuki Tsunoda doesn't improve. And that's up for the minute. And that's him out. Norris gets out of this. Vettel out. Norris, is he going to get out of the session? He's personal best in both sectors. And he's into the top 10, but he's only 7th. Look at that. Hamilton's gone faster with a 1080. Jesus Christ. Hamilton's on his own frigging play. He's on his own level, man. If only he's not having an engine penalty. Oh, Jesus. If he wasn't having an engine penalty, if he wasn't having an engine penalty, Lewis would be, mate, no one would get near him in the Grand Prix. Like, he would be all over the back of him. So, Kimi, so I'm going to go through the timing screens. The drivers that have been knocked out. Lewis is insane tonight. He is, man. What? And that's all. Come my favourite. There you go. So the drivers that have been knocked out: Giovinazzi, Kimi Raikkonen, Yuki Tsunoda, Vettel, Ocon. Uh, 13th was Vettel, 11th Ocon. So there we are. There's your Q2 result as well. Even I really feel with the pace of Lewis, he could win if it's also genuine pace. Don't forget, this is qualifying. Qualifying and race pace are two totally different things. If you can carry this pace into the race and it's pure genuine race pace as well, then absolutely he's got every chance of winning this Grand Prix. If it's just qualifying pace like it was in Mexico, then we could be in a bit of a problem. But he is definitely on his own playing field tonight. Like, on his own playing field. I want to know if he gets pole position, even though he starts 6th on the grid. after the penalty's applied? Does he get to keep the pole position because he earned that like as a record? Just doesn't want to know. That'll be his 102nd, I believe. So 12. So, right, so cars are coming out any minute now. Right, so anyway, we're gonna, it goes reset for Q3 now, and the session's about to start very, very soon. Get your comments and your questions in. Big up, Ahmad Latfi. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Hashtag Ollie out. Yeah, I would agree if if I was a Man United fan, mate, but I'm not. I'm an Arsenal fan, so Ollie's at the wheel. So, but yeah, do smash the like button. Do smash the subscribe button, please. We do Arsenal and football content, not just the Arsenal content. We do shows for football content, so for other fans to come on. So yeah, do smash the like and subscribe. Obviously, this is an F1 show, so I can't talk too much about it at the minute. But yeah, you guys are absolutely screwed under that manager. I'd say screwed, but from an Arsenal point of view, I'm loving life with it. So. Right. Whoa, let's have a look at it. Mazepin, really not impressed with himself. Wow. Mazepin getting really sort of emotional. We're really messing that time, really messing that up. So yeah, really not happy with himself. Right, session now has restarted. Session now restarted. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe, please. Really important you do so. Right, big up everyone that's watching. Do you watch every race, even ones like yeah, mate? I've stayed up all night like for the opening race of the season in Australia, which is usually Australia. I've even stayed up at 1 a.m. in the morning to watch free practice one just to watch the new cars go out. Right, to see the new cars out. Right, and that's what I'll be doing next season. The Bahrain Grand Prix next season, right? Luckily, that's not a late evening. That's not a morning, early morning. but I'll be up watching for the first session to see what these cars look like. I'll come on for a sprint. Yeah, definitely. We'll sort it out. Anyway, so that for me, looking very, very odds on for Lewis Hamilton to get pole position number 102. Bearing in mind he has got a 5-place grid penalty. I do it if my mom does. Yeah, yeah. My mum ends up moaning if I like stay up really late at night, but I just tell her like I can't sleep anyway. I can barely sleep anyway, so I just she just leaves me to it now. She got to a point she just stops bothering telling me. Sometimes I fall asleep, sometimes I don't. Can't really help it, to be honest. Like it's 10 minutes to go already, and teams are just pretty patiently waiting. Like I have the same excuse, yeah. Yeah, but the thing is when you've been through the trauma I've been through, mate, it's like that could be a really good enough excuse because she's seen me at times have. When she's also seen me at times go to sleep and then have like nightmares to the point she's having to wake me up, like because I'm in a mess. Yeah, like then that's an excuse to sometimes just stay up all night because you just get scared of closing your eyes. It's a long story, but yeah. Cars are coming out again. Here we go for the last part of qualifying. Yeah, there's nightmares and then there's nightmares, mate. So there we go. Everyone's taking their time. Like, Hamilton's just taking a bit of his time. Here's the thing again. Like, Max Verstappen was moaning about. Here's the thing. Max Verstappen was moaning last weekend about idiots in front messing up his lap, right? Because they made a mistake, which is what happens when you're at the pinnacle of performance, at the very edge of performance, right? So why is it then, if that's the case, you have decided to go dead, like third to dead last? Why have you gone like third to last again? You know, and that because again, you've put yourself at risk of someone making a mistake up front and causing a yellow flag. Yeah. So why have you done it again? It's just to make you you sit there and moan about it, but then you don't learn from it because you sit there and blame everyone else. So anyway, so Hamilton about to start his lap now. So what is Lewis Hamilton going to conjure up here? Can he break into the 107s? I'm sure he can. Right. Go on, Lewis. Go on, Lewis. Come on. Go on, my man. You beautiful human being. A 117.4. I think that's the fastest first sector of all. Throughout the whole weekend. A 117.5 for Verstappen. Coming into turn 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. Turn 9. All the way around. Coming up to turn 10, turn 11. Another little hairpin. Get his maximize exit. Get down on the power. Down the hill. 12. 13. Last corner. Come on. Go on, Come on. Go on. Come on. 108.1. Lewis Hamilton on 108.1. And it's only your 108.3 for Verstappen, 2/10 down. Right, it's not over yet, but first blood to Hamilton. First blood to Hamilton. Bottas, we need you second for God's sake. Bottas, we need you second place. God's sake, we need Bottas second place. Right, we need you leading into turn 1. Right? We need you to win the sprint race at least. Right? Don't let Max get pole so he can win the sprint race. Oh. Come on, Bottas, man. You've got to. So they're all coming in now. I think Verstappen's complaining about overheating on his tyres. So let's meet a performance. Hamilton beating Hamilton in. So Hamilton in turn 4 is 4 kilometers faster in turn 4 than Verstappen. Like the graphic there really just showing where the difference is in that turn 4 where he makes the time, Lewis. But Lewis coming out on another set of the new soft tyre for the final run. Come on, Lewis. Come on. You've had the pace all qualifying. Don't store it away now. Bottas, come on, man. You've shown at times you can be just as fast as Lewis. Do yourself a favour. Get ahead of Verstappen, please. Get second. We need you at least second place. At least. Bare minimums. Right? Get your ass on that front row first. So you can get into turn 1 first and shut the door on Verstappen. Am I becoming a Mert fan? No, like if you want for Hamilton to win this title, you need Bottas to help him out. In a Ferrari fan. Because you want Hamilton to win his 8th title, that's why. That's why. There you go. So Max goes off to start his flying lap. So turn one. +2, +3. You can see on his dash already, he's plus down, he's down already. He's down 0.2 already. Bit wide. Hamilton 300s down on his time. If he was up, he would have been fastest of all. He's fighting the car a little bit for Verstappen. He's not getting the. He's got a personal best. A personal best. Going to take the time off. The wheel. It's now off. What's Hamilton got in response? Is another 10th faster in the second sector. Hamilton, Verstappen can only go a little bit faster. What can Lewis do? It's a 107.9! And they're saying it's over! Come on. And Bottas couldn't get second. Do me a favour, Bottas. Jump Verstappen into turn one. Please, 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 please. Do it. For the love of Christ. Steam up the inside and steam straight up him. Right? You've got to be aggressive. He's only going to do it to you, so be aggressive. Yes! Don't tell me. What's your answer to that? So there we are. We're going to run through the timing. There we are. Yeah, he lost a little bit on that exit there. Right. Hamilton, the only man into the. Well, it says a 108.1. It said on the time screen a 107.9. It was a 107.9, people. I don't care what it says on that time sheet. It says on the screen here it's a 107.9. But either way, Hamilton's on pole either way. Like, do you know what's funny is that all these fans like that are cheering, like these Brazilian fans that were cheering Hamilton, my God, they were giving him such abuse when he won his title in 2008 here, like because Massa was like his title rival, and it's funny that, but there you go, right? How things change, but yes, no. But Lewis, no, leave it out. But yeah, I'm gonna go for the running order, and that is quite simply as follows. It goes as follows. Let me have a look. Hamilton first with a 107.9, so they have corrected. The only man into the 107s. Verstappen second, Bottas third, Perez fourth, Gasly fifth, Sainz sixth, Leclerc seventh, Norris eighth, Ricardo 9th, and Alonso in 10th. The rest of the grid as follows: Ocon 11th, Vettel 12th, Tsunoda 13th, Raikkonen 14th, Giovinazzi 15th, Stroll 16th, Latifi 17th, Russell 18th, Schumacher 19th, and Mazepin on 20th position. So there we are. We're going to wrap it up there, people. Make sure to hit the like, share, subscribe. Hit that share button. Make sure you're tuning in tomorrow for the Grand Prix itself. Tomorrow, Grand Prix, right now. No, not the Grand Prix, the sprint race, sorry. Tomorrow, let me give you the time for it. We are live tomorrow at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. I believe it is. Let me just check the schedule. My time. Sprint. Oh, it's not 4 p.m. It is not 4 p.m. I'm going to change that. It's 6:40. 6:40 p.m. I believe. Yes, 6:40 p.m. Sorry. So make sure you're tuning in here at 6:40. No, 7 p.m. Sorry, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. We're doing it. 7 p.m. We're doing it. 7 p.m. So make sure you're tuning in 7 p.m. for that. Right, we're going to be locked in and watching the sprint race watch along. So make sure you're tuned in for that. But until then, everyone stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.